Hi guys, I'm back again with another YouTube video. The other video I made the other day was so short, so I'm going to try to make this one a little bit longer so that you guys can actually sit back and relax and enjoy it. Okay, so this video may not be something that you guys will like. You'll either like it or you don't. But I think this is going to step on a lot of toes, especially if you are a father who has a daughter. Okay, and so I just wanted to talk about the fact that a lot of guys, everyone knows that when you guys get into the barbershop or wherever you are with your homeboys, you all, not all of you, but a lot of times it's been known that that's when their guys are like usually the most raw and they're talking about things that no one else hears about or whatever. And it's usually your whole life that you don't want nobody to know about. And you're showing all of the boys your pictures of, with all the girls that you have, that whole lifestyle. And the bragging behavior that you can have with your people that you work with. It could be anyone, your peers or whatever. And I just wonder, like, don't people realize, like, fathers who have daughters at some point need to realize that the men that you are talking with, who are bragging about their lifestyle and the way that they treat women and just dispose of women without caring, and just this real this nature that they have with not really caring about how they treat women and dogging women out. I sometimes don't understand how, as a man, if you have a daughter, and this man who is obviously living the lifestyle of not caring about how he treats women is possibly, raising a son, and his son is going to be coming after your daughter at some point. So it's just like, I mean, at some point, I think that we should all realize that no matter how small we think that our actions are, and no matter how small you think your actions are as a man and living the lifestyle that you're living, I'd like to say dating carelessly and possibly breaking hearts, not taking accountability for your actions with the way that you've treated women in the past, and realizing that that contributes to your culture. So, I think that a lot of times we have to realize that, because these men are raising sons to be just like them, and they're also an example for their culture, for the young boys that look up to them. And so for the daughters who have fathers, you love your daughters, I think at some point we need to realize that the way that you are, and then the way that your homeboys are, and the people that you hang out with who are just happy-go-lucky, just living this lifestyle and treating women any type of way. I think that at some point you guys need to realize that these young boys who are growing up seeing you men act like this and treat women this way, and without any type of guilt or anything like that, at some point we have to realize that those little boys are going to grow up and come after your daughters at some point. And so me personally, if I was a man and my daughter grew up, I would be scared that she would meet somebody like that, because this man is out here living his life, but he's also raising his son to be the same way. I mean, I've even saw, I know a lot of people have seen YouTube channels to where men are teaching other men how to manipulate women and how to get girls, like on the third date or something like that, like how to get them as fast as possible, and so you can get to the next one. But then it's like, yeah, it's speechless to me. Like, just to think about it, it's like crazy. Because you'll also see those same players, when they're actually ready to settle down at 43 or however old they get, when they're ready to settle down, they get mad that there's no real women out there. And it's like, you have to realize that you contributed to that type of relationship, because a lot of the women are bitter now and probably seeking revenge. So that's probably why you don't feel like there's any other real women out there, is because they are basically dealt with a lot of men that's possibly like you and was doing what you were doing, and now that they're bitter and then they're like seeking revenge and they're doing the same thing back. And so it's like a vicious cycle, and it keeps going around, and then it trickles down into our kids, and then our kids are doing the same thing. They're going to start doing the same thing as they get older. So a man that's running around and just like dogging women out like it's nothing, if he has a son, his son is going to grow up, do the same thing, and his son is going to come looking for somebody's daughter. It just keeps going and going and going. And that's why I'm like, we seek change a lot of times in our community, but these are the most obvious ways that we can make change in our community, but nobody wants to do it because nobody wants to do the hard work. Like, let's be honest. Nobody actually wants to sit back and do the real work. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to put that out there because you either understand this or you don't. But for everyone who really, really liked this message, thank you for watching, and let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll try to make more videos like this in the future. So talk to you later. Bye.